Hello, welcome to Web of Stories. My name is Melinda and it's Friday and it is the return of 5 on Friday. I've had to take a little hiatus from 5 on Friday. I took some time off when I went on vacation and I came back and I did a different kind of 5 on Friday, and then I had to take a little more time off because I was still catching up from stuff from vacation because vacation was a thing. But I am back. We are back to our regular 5 on Fridays. And if you don't know about 5 on Friday, this was started by Suey over at Suey's Book Banner, where each Friday we give you a list of 5 books themed on something. Suey is taking a little break from it, but I'm still doing it. And normally, what I do is I set my little Apple Watch timer for 5 minutes, and I try to do this all in 5 minutes without any editing. So let me set my timer because, again, as usual, I was not prepared and did not set it ahead of time. Okay. And here we go. Today, I'm talking audiobooks, and I have 5 books that I think you need to be listening to with your ears and reading with your ears instead of with your eyes. Not that they're bad books. I just think the experience of reading them with your ears is better. So let me start with number 5, which is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I can't tell you why. I cannot tell you why this book, because it would be a spoiler, but it is fantastic on audio. Why isn't it not number 1? Because I'm mad. Because Amazon owns at least the English language rights to the audio, so you can only get it on Audible, which I think is horrible. And because of that, I put it at 5 instead of number 1. But Project Hail Mary. And if you aren't a science fiction person, don't worry, neither am I, and I still loved it. Number 4 is You'll Never Believe What Happened to Lacy by Amber Ruffin and Lacy Lamar. These are a collection of racist things that happened to Amber Ruffin's sister, Lacy. Did I do that right? Yeah. So the reason why I really suggest you do this one on audio is because you need to hear the intonation of their voices, because some of these things, when you read them on the page, are just horrifying. And you need to hear their humor telling the story. And you really get that in the audio. Amber Ruffin is a performer. She is a writer for the Seth Meyers show. She also has her own show. So she's really good at this. And it's hilarious. Number 3, Tom Lake. 2 words, Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep narrates this. But it's not just Meryl Streep. I am not someone who actually does really well with literary, little books that you kind of have to do more of the heavy lifting on your own. Those kind of books on audio. I like the books that do the heavy lifting for you on audio. But this one was the first one that I can remember that I actually audio was the way to go. And part of it was that it was just so well narrated by Meryl Streep. But the other part is just the nature of this book, which is the story of a woman telling a story to her daughters. And that format makes it really conducive to audio because she's also telling the story to you. So definitely, Meryl Streep is great. She is fantastic. I don't think anyone could have done this as well as Meryl Streep, but it's not just Meryl Streep as to why this is on my list. Number 2 is the audiobook I am listening to right now. And it is the second book after Tom Lake that is one of those more you have to do the heavy lifting kind of books that it was really working for me on audio. And that is Stone Blind by Natalie Haynes. And it is narrated by the author, which usually when it comes to novels makes me run the other way. However, Natalie Haynes has a background in stand-up comedy, and she has a show which it's on the radio, I guess, in the UK, but you can get it as a podcast in the US, where she talks about ancient Greece and ancient Rome. So my ears are have already been listening to her talk about these characters. So making the jump from that to this is very easy. Plus, she narrates this book so well. There are sections in it. I can't remember what she titles the sections, but it's basically her breaking the third wall and telling you what you need to know. I am loving this so much. How much am I loving it? I am listening to an audiobook instead of my podcast, which is going to get me in trouble down the road, but there you go. And the final book that I would say absolutely you have to do on audio is Yes, Please by Amy Poehler. I am sure this book in print is hilarious. And you get pictures with the book in print. Great. But what you don't get with the book in print there's Patrick Stewart reading haikus. I kind of remember Kathleen Turner comes on as her mother. There's guest stars in this, and there's live performances. And Again, such as like with You'll Never Believe What Happened to Lacy, intonation is so important in books like these. There are a lot of celebrity memoirs where it's just as good. Bossy Pants by Tina Fey is an example where it is just as good, and I have done both, just as good on audio as it is on print. But yes, please, definitely needs to be done on audio. So 38 seconds. Stop. I did that in 38. I have 38 seconds left. Those are 5 audiobooks. Thank you. If you have other suggestions for books that just need to be done in audio, put them down below because I'm always looking for more. And thank you. Thank you very much for hanging in with me. Leave a comment, as I said, I've messed up my script. Like, subscribe, join my Discord, leave a comment, all that jazz. And thank you very much for spending the last 5-ish minutes with me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.